are going to get better at eighth notes. I'm going to start a metronome. I'm going to listen for just a couple of beats. I'm going to count in, and then we're going to play. Here's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what we're going to do. So this is just getting comfortable with eighth notes. That's all this is, which is the foundation for playing any eighth note rhythm, along with other people. It's also the start of getting good at 16th notes, because if you're really solid with your eighth notes, well, you just divide those and voila, you have 16th notes. That's a long enough intro. Let's do it. I'm sorry. Rules. Okay, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, then you go. You don't wait to hear me to know how fast you're supposed to play the eighth notes. You're going to listen to the metronome, and you are going to subdivide in your own ear, in your own head, okay? And then just start playing. If you're wrong, just think, okay, was I too fast? Was I too slow? And then we do the next one, and you're wrong. You're like, okay, was I too fast or was I too slow? And that is how you'll learn, okay? 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Now, you'll notice I counted along with my own playing. I recommend that you do that. Ready. I'll count a full measure. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so why 2 measures? Well, I mean, we could play for like a really long time, and then you could slowly start to get on the beat. Maybe do that on your own. For this, the idea is we hit play, you think about it, you go, right? Trying to get eighth notes in our heads as quickly as possible. So you only have 2 measures to get this right. That's the idea. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1. All right. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. When I am doing this, what I focus on is making my eighth notes as even as possible, either through mechanics or my ear or a combination of the two. But I'm trying to make my eighth notes as even as possible, and then I think about either stepping on the gas or stepping on the brake if my eighth notes happen to not line up with a beat. But I'm not aiming at every click of the metronome. I want to be consistent. I'm guessing about how fast they are. If I'm wrong, go a little bit faster, or a little bit slower. But don't try to aim for each individual beat, because that doesn't really work. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, you might have noticed that I started that off too slow, so I sped up to catch up. I don't really like trying to jump ahead, to get the next beat right. I like taking a little bit of time, speed it up, because I feel like I overshoot, if I jump ahead to the next beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I think I was entirely wrong that first measure. Let's try again. 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you might notice when I'm doing this, when I'm wrong, I tend to be slow. That's because I have trained myself to slow down, because I know that you are usually ahead of the beat when you're wrong. Like 9 times out of 10, you're ahead of the beat if you're wrong about the beat. So I have thought of this thing that really works for me, which is relax into the beat, right? Like I try to like relax into the groove. You know, I don't jab at the groove, relax into the groove. As a result, when I'm wrong, it tends to be too slow because I'm, I don't know, overcompensating. But while you're doing this, notice, I don't know, maybe I'm not right about this, but I'll bet you that you're ahead of the beat most of the time when you're wrong. I don't know. You probably are. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I hit my finger. I did not miss the hi-hats. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, here we go. Now you count in. Okay. All right, look, I know that joke is stupid, but I had to say it. Okay, so here's the joke, right? So I'm a video. I don't actually exist right now. I'm the past, the thing you're seeing. I'm totally different. Who knows? I could be like in space right now. That didn't make sense. I was not able to rescue that joke, so let's move on. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I am proud of myself. I feel like that was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and noise, noise, noise. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I feel like I was a little ahead of the beat the entire time there. Ooh, too slow. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, and these faster ones, you're probably going to run up against a technique issue. So that'll be another video. Let's just, if you can't play this fast, just, do your best. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ooh, that was terrible. Terrible. Let's do that again. I was terrible. You might have been awesome. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. I can't do it. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay. 2 hands. One, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Ooh! All right, that's 179, by the way. Apparently, I gotta work on my technique. Let's do 4 more. Ready, 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, did you hear I was too fast? 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. All right, 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and last one. 1, 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, cool. So you know, just watch this video a few times until you are comfortable with eighth notes, and we've got some other videos, which there's one on finding the beat. Okay, we've got one for another one bites the dust. Which is fun because what we are doing is, you know, we'll talk about this basic beat, but we're also going to talk about the bass line and how that fits in with the drum beat. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, a 1 and 2 and a 1, 2, 3, a 1 and 2 and a ba-da boom, 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 ba-da boom, ba ba. So that's a really good video for learning to find the beat in what other people play. Okay, so you've also got find the beat as far as the lesson goes. You've got find the one, right? So it's one thing to find this. It's another thing to listen and know which one of those is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, which is, you know, a big part of your job as a drummer. Yeah. And we've also got be the beat, right? So there's a couple of different lessons. And then, of course, there's 16th notes and triplets and all that. Now, if you're good at eighth notes, this is not something you really, let me calm this down because it's kind of loud. This is not really something you want to do mechanically, but I'm going to show you how your right hand, when you're playing eighth notes, is actually also telling you 16th notes. That's hard. I can't do that right. Okay, so like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and, right? So your 16th notes, if you've got eighth notes down, are just a division of your eighth notes. So yeah, anyway, have fun. Get the eighth notes solid. If you have to go with a fill or with kick drums or a snare fill or something to make this eighth note lesson more interesting so that you do it 5 or 6 times, you know, you do it, okay? Or don't. I mean, the other option is you could just take a metronome, right? Use a metronome to do what we did here today. All right, if you don't feel like listening to all my nonsense, just use a metronome. And see you in the other lessons. Bye.